I've been planning to join this contest since 2015. Back then, I knew that it has to be live action. But the number one challenge in creating a live action film is the high production cost. Kailangan magbayad ng actors, ng crew, ng costume design, location, at kung ano-ano pang ibang expenses. And we don't have the money for that. We were just students back then.
It's actually our frustration to join this competition. But that time, we don't have enough resources to pull this off. We still think that we can pull this off by ourselves because there are so many aspects to consider.
So we came up with the strategy of making it a crowdsourcing project. The idea is to look for talented people who are willing to work on this project unpaid. But then again, we were just a bunch of random kids. Walang experience, walang portfolio. No one would even ask us what is the project all about. So, okay, sige, sali na lang tayo next time. Then we founded Wonderlast Films. For the past 2 years, we've produced several films that went viral enough to gain us the credibility and the following that we need. This is a live action film, so it has to feel realistic. And in order to do that, we have to, number one, design a costume or an armor that makes sense in real combat, in a real world. So, nagtanggal kami ng mga in-game designs doon na hindi mag-work sa totoong buhay. Number two, remove the game mechanics. They're outside the game now and their world has to have their own sets of rules. And number three is to create a world wherein each character has their own history. Each character has their own personality and purpose. So, upon planning the film, we made sure that we distance ourselves from the in-game lore while still not contradicting the original story. That's why we set the film 3 years after the Great War. June 18, we launched the crowdsourcing campaign on my Facebook account. It was 5 weeks before the deadline. No concept, no crew, no budget, nothing. Any filmmaker knows that 5 weeks is too short if you're starting from the ground up.
Ano? Kaya?
Kaya. So we have to move fast. We allotted 3 weeks to assemble the crew, finish the script, create the costumes while raising the necessary fund that will be used for the expenses. Buti andito si Ark kasi he's the production manager, talent manager, location scout, chef. Isa-isahin ko pa ba? He's the one who persuaded me to join this year's competition. So we ask every community to join, from filmmakers, gamers, cosplay artists, and esports enthusiasts. So that very day, we were flooded by applications and the support is so overwhelming and I was very excited. At hindi lang basta-basta yung mga sumali. Even some huge influencers wanted to join.
Even those people we don't know are willing to support us, and it's just amazing that we never had a hard time finding for the perfect cast for the film. Now, for the casting of your Nero's role, it's kind of tricky to look for the perfect actor that will fit the character because we have never seen your Nero's face, right? So there are just two things that could possibly happen. It could work or it could be a disaster. As for the makeup and prosthetics, we have to find someone that knows how to do those fake scars, body paint, fake blood, etc. Fortunately, we found Elena on Facebook. We've seen her works and that moment we told ourselves that this is what we're looking for.
Tapos nung sumali na si Chris Del Ingreso, doon ako napatalon. She's one of the best crafter here in Asia. Wala na, kung may best in costume category, tapos ang laban. So due to the limited time we had, I let her focus on creating your Nero's costume. Angas. We need to produce 6 more costumes for the creeps and replicate some Dota items, but we couldn't find another crafter. So I called Mark, my co-director in Wonderlast Films. Bro, tayo na lang gumawa ng costume. Kaya?
Kaya? I just said yes because it's an opportunity to learn another skill, and although it's not easy, it's not that hard either because there's a lot of fun involved in it. And we have Chris Del, who is a professional crafter who guided us during the whole process.
So yeah, from filmmakers, we have to be crafter for a week, May YouTube naman eh.
Okay, so ngayon, gumagawa kami ngayon ng costume. Costume para sa shoot sa next Saturday. Ito yung costume ng mga goons. Kala mo talaga may alam kami sa paggawa ng costume. Tapos Batman.
Though all the contributors are not getting paid, we still need fund for all the expenses. We ask all our friends to co-produce the film. Enduins also partnered with us. I'm very grateful to those who supported this project. Wala naman sila mapapala dito eh. Ang ipinangako lang namin kapag nanalo, hati-hati. Tapos, syempre masarap na pagkain sa set, tsaka victory party.
Sa mga office mate ko na nag-ambagan pa, maka-support lang sa project na to. Thank you guys dahil alam ko nananahimik lang kayo pero todo support kayo sa amin.
We had a lot of fun in the planning and preparations, but the filming day is crazy. We will release the behind the scenes and the making of visual effects video next, so stay tuned and keep on sharing guys. If you're a Battle Pass user, please vote for our entry.